नमस्ते दोस्तों, आपका वैल्यू एडुकेटर चैनल में स्वागत है, जहां आप सीखते हो स्टॉक मार्केट में निवेश करके आप कैसे पैसे बना सकते हो। तो मेरा नाम है शशांक और ये वीडियो में हम ऐसे एक मोनोपोली स्टॉक के बारे में डिस्कस करने वाले हैं कि जिसमें उनके जो प्रोडक्ट्स है वो सिर्फ वही इंडिया में मैन्युफैक्चर करते हैं, उनका इंडिया में बाकी कोई भी कॉम्पिटिटर नहीं है। तो कौन कौन से प्रोडक्ट्स है, उसमें क्या क्या मार्जिन है, कंपनी का हिस्ट्री कैसे रहा, उनके मार्जिन, प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी और रिटर्न ऑन कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम उन्होंने कैसे इंप्रूव किया, आगे जाके कौन कौन से फॉरवर्ड इंटीग्रेटेड यानी डाउनस्ट्रीम प्रोडक्ट्स में वो जाने वाले हैं, उसके लिए क्या क्या कैपेक्स उन्होंने किया है, ये कैपेक्स होने के बाद नए प्रोडक्ट्स आने के बाद उनके जो मार्जिन है वो फ्यूचर में कैसे इंक्रीज होंगे, ये सब टॉपिक्स के बारे में हम ये वीडियो में काफी डिटेल में डिस्कस करेंगे। और मैंने काफी अलग अलग वीडियोस क्रिएट की है केमिकल एंड फार्मास्यूटिकल सेक्टर के अलग अलग स्टॉक्स के बारे में, अलग अलग बिजनेस के बारे में। तो यदि आपने ये वीडियोस देखे नहीं होंगे तो जरूर इसको देख लीजिए, और यदि आपको ये वीडियोस जो है पसंद आते होंगे, इससे आपको कुछ लर्निंग मिलता होगा, तो जरूर मेरे चैनल को लाइक कर दीजिए, ये वीडियोस को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए एंड बेल आइकन पे क्लिक कीजिए ताकि ऐसे जो वीडियोस है वो आपको आगे जाके भी मिलते रहे। तो ये वीडियो में हम जो मोनोपोली स्टॉक के बारे में डिस्कस करने वाले हैं, जिसका नाम है फेयरकेम ऑर्गेनिक्स। तो अभी हम उसके डिटेल्स देख लेते हैं। फेयरकेम ऑर्गेनिक्स इज एंगेज इन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ऑफ ओलियोकेमिकल्स एंड न्यूट्रास्यूटिकल्स फ्रॉम लास्ट 25 years. Earlier it is known as Adi Fine Chemicals, but after that the business got merged with Privi Specialty, but later again both the businesses got demerged, and currently Fairfax have the 45% holding in Fairchem Organics. Fairchem Organics is one of the only manufacturer of linoleic acid and dimer acid in India. Waste materials while manufacturing vegetable oils are used to manufacture linoleic acid and dimer acid, which are generally value-added products. Now let's understand the journey of the Fairchem Organics. So this company has incorporated in 1985, and in 1986 they started producing tocopherols. We'll understand all the details about tocopherols, which is a part of a nutraceutical segment, as we'll progress ahead in this video. After that, in 2002, Fairchem Organics started manufacturing dimer acid and monomer acid. In 2010, new management has taken over the Fairchem Organics with the leadership of Nahush Jariwala, who is currently managing director of the company, and from that point company actually turned around. In 2014, they have doubled their capacity from 24,000 metric ton per annum to 45,000 metric ton per annum. In 2015, Fairfax India acquired the stake and joined the hands with the Nahush Jariwala to grow the business. If we check the time period between 2010 to 2022, management has focused on increasing yield, quality of byproducts, reaction time. They also debottled their plant and also reduced the catalyst cost between 2016 to 2022. They have doubled their capacity to 90,000 metric ton per annum from 45,000 ton per annum, and currently in Q1 2023, they have again increased the capacity from 90,000 tons per annum to 1,20,000 tons per annum. Fairchem Organics business is divided into two segments. First one is oleochemicals and second one is nutraceuticals. Oleochemicals are those chemicals which are derived from the plants and animal fats, which generally acts as natural substitute over petrochemical products. The world started slowly shifting towards oleochemicals from 1970s decade because during that time the oil prices has increased a lot. Fairchem Organics is leading producer of fatty acid from natural oils and fats which are derived from soya, sunflower, corn, rice bran, rapeseed once they have used for the oil making. Let's now discuss about a global outlook for the oleochemicals. So as I mentioned earlier, world is slowly moving from the petrochemical based chemicals to oleochemicals. Oleochemicals are also generally used into personal care sector, which is witnessing rapid growth in emerging economies like China and India. From last few years, palm plantation has also increased a lot in Malaysia and Indonesia. In 2021 year, oleochemical global market was at $20.98 billion and it is expected to reach around $34.89 billion till 2028 with the CAGR growth of 7.5%. Linoleic acid and dimer acid are the most important products for the Fairchem Organics. Dimer acid is also known as dimerized fatty acid, which is prepared from unsaturated fatty acid obtained from vegetable oils. It is a light yellow non-toxic liquid. It offers improved bonding and use as curating agents for anti-corrosive coatings and act as primer for metals. While linoleic acid is designed especially to produce fast-drying protective coatings which have the lighter color. It is an unsaturated fatty acid. It offers applications in paints and ink industry, while remaining other fatty acids which are distilled fatty acid, palmitic acid, monobasic acid are some of the products which have the applications in soaps, paints and textile industry. Fairchem Organics is the only company to manufacture dimer acid in India with market share of more than 50% in domestic market and balance is being imported. Fairchem Organics has done the technical tie-up with Henken Corporation, and with that in-house they have established the process to manufacture dimer acid. This is not a very easy process to replicate for anyone else. While on a linoleic fatty acid also, Fairchem is the only manufacturer in India. A pseudo-linoleic acid is being manufactured by a couple of other players, which is sold more to unorganized players in paint industry. Now let's discuss about the applications of linoleic acid and dimer acid. So if we check linoleic acid, it is generally used in paints and inks, soaps, animal feeds, while dimer acid is again used into paints and inks. But apart from that, it is also used into epoxy hardeners and cosmetics. Now let's discuss about their other segment, which is nutraceuticals. So term nutraceutical combines the two words, which is nutrient, which is nourishing food component, and pharmaceutical, which is medical drug. That is how nutraceutical word come into picture. Nutraceutical products can be considered as non-specific biological therapies which are used to promote general well-being, control symptoms and prevent malignant processes. Nutraceuticals are generally grouped into 4 different categories, which are dietary supplements, functional foods, medicinal foods and feed industry. If we check total market size of the nutraceutical segment, in 2021 it was about $352.92 billion and it is expected to reach $658 billion in 2028 with the CAGR of 9.3%. And 80% of the nutraceutical applications are functional food and beverages, while remaining 20% goes into dietary supplements. After pandemic, there has been a huge boost for this segment as consumers are consuming more and more multivitamins to improve their immunity. Fairchem Organics generally manufactures 2 products in this segment, which are tocopherols and sterols. Tocopherols are generally used as oleochemical intermediates for manufacturing natural vitamin E. Only method to manufacture natural vitamin E is through the vacuum distillation of the raw material, which is a byproduct of vegetable oil refinery. Fairchem Organics is the dominant manufacturer of mixed tocopherols concentrate in India. While if we check about the sterols, then sterols are generally used in the manufacturing of corticosteroids and food additives. Generally, sterols have the higher margins compared to tocopherols. Corticosterols find application in asthma treatment, allergies and other pharma applications. Now let's discuss between the synthetic and natural vitamin E. Synthetic vitamin E is less absorbed by the body compared to natural vitamin E. 3 doses of synthetic vitamin E is equal to 1 dose of the natural vitamin E. There is also risk associated with synthetic vitamin E due to composition with other chemicals which are derived from the petrochemicals. While the price of synthetic vitamin E is much cheaper compared to natural vitamin E, and Fairchem Organics is in manufacturing of the tocopherols and sterols, which in turn goes into manufacturing of natural vitamin E. Now let's discuss about the applications of the tocopherols. So tocopherol is used into natural vitamin E, cosmetics and food applications, while sterols are used into pharma and food industry. Now let's discuss about revenue mix and EBITDA margins of Fairchem Organics. So if we check from 2013 to 2022, nutraceutical revenues compared to total revenues has peaked to about 36% in 2014, but after that it has kept on reducing, and currently in 2022 financial year it has contributed only 1%. The reduction for the revenues from the nutraceutical segment is generally it is a very cyclical segment, and Fairchem Organics was only focusing on mixed tocopherols, while there is a good demand for the concentrated sterols and tocopherols, for which the technology is bit complicated and which is finally cracked by the Fairchem Organics, and we can expect in next 3 to 4 quarters the revenues from the nutraceutical segment also can rise, and that will get reflected into EBITDA margins as well, because concentrated tocopherols and sterols have quite high margins. Now let's discuss about which are the raw materials which are used for the manufacturing of nutraceuticals and oleochemicals. So soybean oil, sunflower oil, corn oil, cotton oil, when it is refined, some byproducts or waste material which comes out, it is taken by the Fairchem Organics and then they get the acid oil, which is generally a raw material for the oleochemical division. Similarly, they also get another byproduct which is deodorizer distillate, which is a raw material for the nutraceutical segment. In this table, we can check the raw materials for the final different value added products. For example, linoleic acid, dimer acid, monomer acid raw materials are generally SSCC, which means soybean, sunflower, corn and cotton. Apart from that, ground nuts, rice bran and rapeseeds are also used. We can get mixed tocopherols and distilled fatty acid from the same raw materials, and as discussed earlier, They are used into natural vitamin manufacturing. While stearic acid, lauric acid, distilled fatty acids are manufactured from deodorizer distillate, which in turn is manufactured from palm kernel and coconut oil. And again, application of stearic acid, lauric acid and distilled fatty acid is rubber, tire, cosmetics and soap noodles. Now let's understand the value chain for both the blocks, which is oleochemicals and nutraceuticals. So basic raw material for both the blocks is vegetable oils, which means when soybean, sunflower, cotton, rice, groundnut, these raw materials are processed to get the final vegetable oils. In between, whatever extract remains, that extract is taken from that acid oil is manufactured, which is only 1.25% byproduct. After that, pre-treatment is done, and then from the splitting we get a glycerin, which is very commodity product, very low value product. Then after fractionation we get the linoleic acid or palmitic acid, and after that dimerization process is done. After distillation we get the dimer acid and a monomer acid. Similar process is followed to get the tocopherols and sterols, for which raw materials are the extract of the hard oils, which is palm and coconut. Initially we get the byproduct, which is deodorizer distillate, which is only 0.25%. After that, pre-treatment is done. After splitting, again we get the glycerin, which is generally a commodity product. Then after that, distillation is done, we get the distilled fatty acid, and then finally we get the tocopherols and sterols. Unique thing about the Fairchem Organics business is they take the inconsistent raw material, but after processing those raw materials, they finally convert them into the consistent final product, which meets the customer's quality requirement. And it is the USP of the Fairchem Organics. If you check in this picture, Fairchem Organics procures their raw material from different parts of the India, where the raw material, which are nothing but the extracts while producing the oil, are very inconsistent in quality, but due to the processes which are set up by the Fairchem Organics over the period of time, they are able to match the requirements which are given by the clients for the quality. If we check the clienteles of the Fairchem Organics, then in oleochemicals they have the Asian Paints, Arkema Group, Micro Inks and Huber Group, while on the nutraceutical side they have BASF, ADM and Cargill, which controls about 80% of the US market in vitamin E, and Fairchem Organics have 20 to 25 years of relationships with these global big giants. Fairchem Organics currently have 120,000 metric ton per annum capacity, which is state-of-art manufacturing unit located at Sanand near Ahmedabad, and it is one of the largest processing capacities for natural soft oil based fatty acids in India. Fairchem Organics has taken different technologies from different technology providers over the world, like short part distillation they have taken from the UIC Germany, fractionation from Suzlur Switzerland. The plant is strategically well placed in western India, which is industrially advanced region of the country. Also, many edible oil refineries are located near western seaports, which facilitates the sourcing of raw material. Similarly, most of the customers are also located within the radius of about 500 kilometers from the plant location. The low-cost raw material and efficient manufacturing processes enable the company to be highly cost competitive compared to global peers. Currently, there are about 200 employees which are working at this location. Fairchem Organics has just 4,800 metric ton capacity in 2002, which they have increased by 25 times over the period of time, and currently during Q1 2023 they have expanded to 1,20,000 metric ton capacity per annum. And this 1,20,000 metric ton per annum capacity will be fully utilized in next 3 years. And most of the capacity expansion in company's history has been done primarily through internal accruals. And capacity in this industry is measured for the input processing capacity, as output can be different depending on the quality of the input which is fed into the machines. Here in this chart we can check the capacity utilization of the company over the period of time from 2013 to 2022, and we can see that company has able to maintain the capacity utilization more than 70 to 75% average over the period of time. Here we can see the capex and cash flow from operation numbers. Fairchem Organics always undergoes the enhancement of the capacity with very minimal capex. In this chart we can check the oleochemicals and nutraceutical division's volumes. Nutraceutical division volume has peaked out in 2017, but after that there has been continuous decline till 2022 financial year, but it is expected that after launching of the concentrated tocopherols and sterols, these volumes will increase in future along with the value. While on the oleochemical side, input process volumes kept on increasing year by year. In 2013 financial year, they had only processed 15,318 metric ton, which has increased to 57,226 metric ton in 2022 financial year. In this chart, we can see that this company has maintained their ROC very nicely, even if their EBITDA margins are quite low. The reason for high ROC is that they are able to maintain their asset turns very high, which are generally 2.2 times from 2016 to 2019, but they have able to increase it to 4.8 times in 2022 financial year just by increasing total capacities and utilization along with the better efficiencies. It is wrong to value this business based on price to book value, because if we check the history of the capexes, Fairchem Organics have always done the capexes from the minimum outflow of the cash. That's why total assets or total gross block always remain small, and compared to that, price to book value always remain elevated, which is not the right metrics to value this business. Fairchem Organics gross margins has decreased from the 40 to 50% during 2000 to 2005 year to currently about 28 to 30%, and the reason for that is nutraceutical segment, which was contributing major part of their revenue, which is currently contributing only 1%, but I am expecting once the concentrated tocopherols and sterol plants will start operating, these gross margins and EBITDA margins will increase from here on. Here we can see the margins hierarchy for the different products by the Fairchem Organics. Lowest margins are for the other fatty acids, then linoleic acid, then dimer acid, then tocopherol and sterols, and vitamin E, which is the final product out of tocopherol and sterols, have the highest margin in complete value chain. Fairchem Organics has planned a forward integration into value added products, which are tocopherol 50% and sterol 90%, which is also called as concentrated tocopherols and sterols. Fairchem Organics is also going to upgrade its co-products such as monomer of fatty acid stream to make stearic acid and also isosteric acid. Isosteric acid is a niche product, and Fairchem Organics will be totally focused on exports and will be customized as per the requirement of the customer, which are based in US and Europe. Pilot production for the isosteric acid has already started, and the customer approvals are also almost in place. Fairchem Organics has also planned to forward integrate into a product called as methyl ester, which is nothing but biodiesel. Biodiesel products will be operationalized by the end of 2023. Here we can see the applications of various upcoming products, which are tocopherol 50%, which goes into natural vitamin E manufacturing, sterol 90% goes into corticosteroids, stearic acid goes into manufacturing of soap and textiles, isosteric acid goes into cosmetics, aviation fuel and lubricants. Now let's discuss about the opportunity size into stearic acid. Stearic acid has the market size of approximately 2 lakh metric ton per annum. The various properties of stearic acid, such as having surfactant, emulsifying and cleansing properties, due to that stearic acids are used into manufacturing of soaps, shampoos and other personal care and cosmetic products. In addition, it is also used into rubber production for internal lubrication and adhesion. Growing application of the stearic acid in various industries such as candle manufacturing, metal processing, textile sizing, pharmaceutical and auto industry have further driven the market growth. Fairchem Organics will be forward integrating to isosteric acid, which has superior properties such as odor stability, thermal stability and ultraviolet ray resistant property. Due to these properties, the demand for the isosteric acid in cosmetics and personal care is likely to increase. Currently, total market size of the isosteric acid is about $595 million in 2020, while it is expected to increase to $883 million by 2027 with the growth rate of 5.8% CAGR. Fairchem Organics is also focusing on the research and development, where they have highly skilled employee base with strong engineering focus and deep experience. Currently, they have the team of about 12 in R&D with 1 PhD. R&D team is focusing on building on various capabilities like building a state-of-art biofuel plant. They are also capable of offering blends specific to consumer requirement at short notice, reducing the switching cost of process lines, building the capability to expand the contract production as required, and also near zero rejection of output streaming by strict quality control. Fairchem Organics also have very long-term relationships with their customers, with 53% of their customers are associated with Fairchem Organics from last more than 20 years. Matrix Life Sciences is the competitor for the Fairchem Organics, which specializes in the extraction of the tocopherols for production of natural vitamin E and its derivatives. This company has incorporated in 2014 by Kunal Sikchi and Siddharth Sikchi, who also serves as director in Clean Sciences Board. Matrix Life Sciences only operates in nutraceutical segment with core competency in the tocopherol derivatives. They also have one of the largest installed capacities with downward integrated products, which are more of a export-oriented business segments with diversified product portfolio. Here we can compare the profit before tax margins of the Matrix Life Sciences and Fairchem Organics. So here we can see that there has been a good amount of difference between Matrix and Fairchem, and the reason for that is Matrix is more focused on the final products, which are vitamin E based products, and they are also able to succeed initially to manufacture concentrated tocopherols and sterols. So if Fairchem Organics is able to develop these concentrated tocopherols and sterols products, which are currently in pipeline or in pilot plant, but if they are able to commercialize these products, we can expect that the margins for the Fairchem Organics can increase in future. If we check, there has been an interesting phenomena which has recently happened into Fairchem Organics stock price. When they posted the Q4 2022 result, they have posted a 10.53% EBITDA margin, which was quite low historically, and the reason for that the volatile raw material prices, which has increased a lot due to Ukraine and Russia war. And due to this subdued margin, stock has fallen by almost 40% from its peak to around 1250 to 1300 levels. But after that, Fairchem Organics has posted a very good result in Q1 2023 with 17.7% EBITDA margin, and again Fairchem Organics stock price has increased by 54%, and it has gone beyond 2000 rupees in short span of time. So these two extreme cases teaches us that we have to remain invested for very long period of time, and we have to avoid the short-term fluctuations in margins and the stock price. If stock price falls by more than 30 to 40%, it is actually very good opportunity for the informed long-term investor who has already done his homework. तो यदि आपको भी स्मॉल या माइक्रो कैप स्टॉक्स में इन्वेस्ट करना है, उसके रिलेटेड डिटेल रिसर्च चाहिए, तो आप मेरे वैल्यू एजुकेटर माइक्रो कैप क्लब को ज्वाइन कर सकते हो। इसकी जो लिंक है आपको नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएगी। ये क्लब में वी आर ट्राइंग टू फाइंड आउट वेरी स्मॉल कंपनीज विच आर करंटली एट देयर ग्रोथ फेज at decent valuation. तो यदि आपको भी मेरे साथ जुड़ना है तो यू कैन चेक द लिंक विच इज गिवन इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन। और यदि आपको ये डिटेल Fairchem Organics का वीडियो पसंद आया होगा तो जरूर इसे लाइक कर दीजिए, मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और बेल आइकन पे क्लिक कीजिए ताकि ऐसे जो वीडियोस है वो आपको आगे जाके भी मिलते रहे। और जरूर ये जो वीडियो है आप आपके फ्रेंड्स के साथ शेयर कीजिए ताकि उनको काफी नॉलेज एंड अंडरस्टैंडिंग मिल जाएगा।